Welcome back. My name's Todd, and on behalf of Bellcom Training, I'd like to thank you for returning, coming back to me for more discussion on transparent communication. Today's video is going to be about key aspects of transparent communication, the why, okay, which is always important. Right here, starting off with that first bullet point, it's important to be open and honest. You got to be open and honest with people, right? You got to, and that goes along with it's easy when it's something good that you need to talk to somebody about. But what about when it's constructive, not so good, and not such a popular topic? Maybe you're helping them with something that you noticed. All right. Well, those sometimes are difficult discussions to have, but if you have those discussions with that person, have an empathy, of course, it will help them build trust in you. Even though at the moment they may not want to hear it, I'll tell you what, the people that I've had in my past who told me stuff at the time that I didn't want to hear, but I honestly really needed to hear it, I thank them for it because it made me better at whatever it was that I was doing. All right, transparent communication, it has to be open, it has to be honest. Okay, clarity and conciseness. How many companies are out there that have acronyms for just about everything? I know I've worked for plenty of them. Yeah, they have an acronym for this, and it's company jargon. Okay? That can be confusing, especially to someone newer to the company. And it may cause some friction. They don't understand truly what is being discussed, so they feel like an outsider. And they may be scared to ask exactly what you are talking about. So being conscious of that and allowing yourself to open up that, yeah, maybe not everybody understands the language we are using. Clarity. Be clear, be consistent, be conscientious of it. Two-way communication. This is important. Unfortunately, it gets dropped by too many individuals who are in a rush. I feel honestly that there's a couple reasons for it, but most of the time they're in a rush. Hey, blah, 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 blah. They don't give the other person a chance to respond, ask questions, dig deeper into whatever it is that the other individual mentioned to them. And typically that's from like a boss, a leader's standpoint to a report. Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this better. I need you to do that better. And they don't really have an opportunity to go into deeper explanation. It really becomes a one-way communication stream. Well, if it's always one way, that's going to turn off that report or that individual you're talking to. They don't feel valued. They just don't. And there's a lot more ways I can dive into that deeper, but I think it's pretty obvious when you've been that individual on the receiving end of a one-way communication stream, it's frustrating. You got to open that up. You got to not only be heard, but you also have to listen to the other individual. Two-way communication is invaluable. It really is, and it goes a long way to promoting transparent communication. Now, the final bullet point that you see up there, focus on the why. Tell people why we're having this discussion, why we're talking about whatever it is that we're talking about. It's kind of what we're doing today. The why. Yeah, this is part of it. If you don't tell your report, so again, I'm chasing this aspect from a leadership position. If you don't tell people the why, well, they're not going to really listen because people are always wondering how this will benefit them. How come this is important to me? Please tell me. If you don't tell me why this is important to me, I'm not going to give you my full attention. Just watch any commercial out there. They tell you right away the problem and why this is the solution to your problem. The why you need to go out and spend $19.99 in 3 simple payments for whatever. They always tell you the why. And it's usually a good hook because if you can understand why and it gets your attention, maybe it's to solve a problem you have, you're going to pay more attention to it. So yeah, think about that. When you're communicating with people, you should always want to have that transparent communication and start off, me personally, let's start off with the why. And then we can hit all the rest of these bullet points along the way.